It is Tech Tuesday on the Broadcast Sunny channel. I'm Joanne, your host. Facebook authentication for certain ads that you want to put on Facebook. I did this morning, so it's fresh in my mind. I thought it was a great topic for today's Tech Tuesday. So yesterday I was placing an ad for an organization. It's to get out the vote. It is considered a social, and some people may consider it a political ad. And the Facebook said that it had to go through review, which I'm guessing all ads now have to go through review, but I'm not sure about that. Anyway, this morning I woke up and it said it was not approved. And it wasn't approved because they said social and political issues or ads the person placing the ad need to be authenticated. And I was like, all right, fine. And I thought I'd go over what you need in order to get authenticated, because it was a lot more than I had expected. I understand it, but it was still frustrating, and in some cases a little bit invasive, which I think is the way our society is going, which is sad. All right, let me get it up. Okay, Facebook authentication for ads. This is primarily for social or political ads, and it is for the United States. There are different authentication processes depending on the country. I will put a link in the description of this video, and you can find the United States in there, but this is my process through the United States one, and I am sure it can change over time. But to give you an idea. So the first step was this two-step authentication. I could use the Google Authenticator, Duo Mobile, or a text authenticator. The text authenticator is basically you give Facebook a phone number, they send me a code or text me a code, I give it back. So a lot of back and forth. Same with the Google Authenticator and Duo Mobile, but you have to download an app, sign into your account, and you can do the same with the text, or you can scan in a QR code. You let, in this case, Facebook know that I want to scan the code. So then you take the phone, scan it on your PC, you get a code, you punch the code in, and that's your two-step authentication. I'm sure this may change over time, so check the app when you download it on how to do it. Anyway, I thought this was it. I was like, okay, that was pretty easy. But no, that was not it. There was more. They wanted my mailing address, and I rolled my eyes at this, but they wanted proof that you were in the country in which you were putting out the ad. For a political or social ad, it actually makes sense. A little bit irritating, but it made sense. So I gave them my mailing address, and I'm expected to get a letter in the next 3 to 7 days with a code that I will have to put in. I thought that was it, but no, there was a third step. A scanned image of either your passport, driver's license, or state-issued ID. Again, rolled my eyes, but thought, wow, Facebook is going to know a lot about me. And let it go and put it in. And then I was like, okay, that's got to be it. Because that's basically what the banks want. And the banks don't even want your mailing address necessarily, or the two-step authentication. But no. There was a fourth step, and this was a series of personal questions that supposedly I only knew. I actually failed the first time, so I guess they know me more than I know me. But so they asked me a series of personal questions, and it was a bit unnerving that they knew so much. And I know banks have done this with me before too, and I hate it because I feel like we now have a true permanent record, And what it's probably because I'm from a generation where we did not have so much data on us. Now, if your favorite color was red 20 years ago, it's still red today, whether you want it to be or not. So I'm frustrated with this data collecting. I know, and I appreciate that Snowden warned us, but I feel helpless and don't know what to do about it. So this one was an annoying one, but I went through it, and that was the last step. And that's how I went through Facebook authentication for certain ads. Like I said, this was a social ad. They considered it. It was to encourage people to go to Vote 411 to do your research and go to the voting polls. Anyway, I hope that helped. Please like, share, subscribe. Next to the subscribe button, there's a little bell. Click on that to get notifications of when a new video is up. And until then, I'll see you next week. Facebook authentication. Facebook authentication. Facebook authentication for ads. And